Welcome to MyCounselor.Online. I'm Cassie, and this is My Counselor Says. My Counselor Says is where you submit a question, either for yourself or for a friend, and one of our incredible therapists takes their time and answers your personal question. If you want to submit a question, you can do so using our webpage and then look for the answer in an upcoming edition of our weekly e-newsletter. So let's go find out what My Counselor says.
Welcome to My Counselor Online. I'm Josh Spurlock, and this is Asking for a Friend. I'm answering Raven's question. Raven wants to know, are romance novels considered porn? Well, it really depends on what we're talking about. There's all sorts of different kinds of romantic novels out there, some being historical type fiction that's going to be pretty benign in nature. And then there's other kinds of what would be considered romance novels that are really sexually graphic and explicit. So I'm going to assume that we're talking about the sexually graphic and explicit kind and say that we generally define porn as anything that's going to conjure up sexual urges or desires and that are going to depict a sexual content of one nature or another. Whether that's images, whether that's videos, whether that's audio, or whether that's written story format that's geared towards eliciting erotic sexuality and becomes a source for kind of distracting ourselves or losing ourselves or medicating things in our life through the sexual pathway that God's designed into our body as something to enjoy and to share with our spouse. And so depending on what it is that you're talking about, and if we're talking about explicit sexual erotica or writing material, that's generally something that we would consider to be porn.
Thank you so much for submitting that question. We love to answer your questions. If you have a question for yourself or a friend, you can submit it using our webpage and then look for the answer in an upcoming edition of our weekly e-newsletter.